first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this carries into the end zone.
Spins past him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
A gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurts.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 13-yard line.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And some room to roam now. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
Eagle first down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
For the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Washington.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and very short, Fitzpatrick throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Hey, color, regular.
Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick, he'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
4th down.
Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Miles Sanders.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are you going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
It's a gain of 34.
First down, Eagles.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Washington 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. You got 5 out here. Ready? 41 to Mike. 40. There you go. Get down.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike 20. Got it. Got you, boy. 41's coming. 34. Push it back.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick got a man and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
The kicker on.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes this Washington 14. Eagles 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel as time expires in the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Deuce.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick will find Gibson here complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Fitzpatrick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Washington 42, Eagles 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And he comes back with one complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. To the right side and complete to Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
41 Mike. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
For Curtis Samuel.
All right, Captain. Let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Hurts pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First down, Fitzpatrick. His throw incomplete.
Fitzpatrick's pass. Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. Darius Slay on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
41's the mic. 41. Regular.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
For Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, chill.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah,
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
The kick is no.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And an Eagle first down.
You got tight right there. Hey, Panther Street. Panther Street. 24. Warrior 17. Slam. Check 4. Check 4. Say, hey.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to...
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin with a quick throw out left.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Yard line.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
10 yards.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Jim. Regular. Hey.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Eagles.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Joey Sly lining up.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they
I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a school. they didn't allow the